It is time. It is time to brew your best beer.
The 2016 SJPorr Challenge is dedicated to your friend and ours, Paul Wickstein. Brought to you by Brewcraft USA, iMake, Gladfield Malting, Yakima Valley Hops, The Grain Bill, Brewers Exchange, Cake Kingdom Homebrew Supply, Hiraki Homebrew, and a special thanks to our silver sponsors.
Hey BrewTubers, all right, so here we are for my sixth. I got 3 beers left. I think that's right. 2016 SJPorr Challenge review in the Southeast Hub. Tonight's beer that I'm going to do is it's an interesting beer. It looks like a tart kettle-soured Summer Saison. And this particular one has beets in it. And there wasn't any description online, so other than what's on the label, I don't really know. But it's a 4.2% ABV. The code for this one is 86H-99W-32N. There you go. And like I said, it's 4.2% ABV. It says what you have here is a tart kettle sour refreshing summer saison with beets added to bring earthiness, complexity, and a crazy beautiful color. It says, you know, it's unlike anything you've tasted before on the first sip, but stay with it, and by the end you'll be wishing you had a whole keg. So, with that said, I don't know what else needs to be said about 86H-99 whiskey, 32 November. So let's go ahead and crack this bad boy and get it in the glass. I'm really interested to see the color. With beets, I imagine I know what it's gonna look like. So here is the pour. Oh yeah. Stop right there. Got some pretty good carbonation on it. Oh, it's a nice looking beer. Look at that. Look at that gorgeous color. That is pretty. That is really pretty. And the interesting thing is, I don't know if you can see this in the light. Let me see if I can get this close enough so you can see this. But if you get this close enough to the head, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like lines or rings in the yeah, I don't know if you can see it. There's rings in the yeah, you might be able to see it there. See those little horizontal rings that go around? I don't know if you can quite see it in the head. It's very interesting. I don't know why it's doing that. Anyway, I thought that was kind of cool, so thought I'd try to point it out. Oh, sorry. You're sitting on my hot liquor tank right now, so if I'm rocking back and forth, apologize. Oh yeah, there you go. Don't want that little connector to get in your way. Anyway, all right, well, let's go ahead. So yeah, color is, you know, certainly beets. Beets certainly add some reddish hue to the color. It's a little bit. It's got a slight haze to it, but for the most part, it's clear. The head is extremely tightly packed bubbles, very creamy looking head, and you know, it started 2 fingers. It's down to 1 finger, but it's sticking around. It's not going anywhere. No legs on it really, which you don't expect. A little creamy, but there's no like legs, which generally you get when there's high alcohol. It's only 4.2%. So that said, nice looking beer. I can smell the tartness, but it's not like super strong tartness. So it's maybe that's a mix between the saison and the kettle-soured. Very interesting aroma. I certainly can't pick out any hops because I don't know if you would be able to pick out hops in this because you got this beet stuff going on with the tart, but you certainly pick up that and the saison, and it's a very interesting mix. Okay, well that said, let's go ahead and get a taste here. Okay, I don't think it's unlike anything I've tasted before. It other than the aroma and the hue, it certainly reminds me of the last sour Gose that I had. Same carbonation. A little bit difference on the tartness. I mean, on the sour Gose that I had, it was a kind of a rounded tartness. This is the same, but just a little, not quite as rounded, but I mean, damn near the same type of experience. Wow, really good beer. So these Goses, I mean, I don't like the Goses as much as I like pale ales and IPA. I'm a hop kind of guy, so I prefer the hops to shine through, just from my personal preference on the beer style. But I imagine for Goses, these are pretty damn good. 'Cause like I said, I had one from one of my famous commercial breweries not too far away from my state here, and I like these better than those. But let me go ahead and take a few minutes, get my thoughts together on this, and then I'll come back for final impressions. Okay, I'm back. All right, so I've had a chance to drink this bad boy and really get to know this beer. So I don't have much left. It's hard to keep this stuff in a glass, I have to say. Wow, a lot of good things to say about this beer. Appearance, like off the chart. I mean, it's just a beautiful beer. It's got great color. It's not crystal clear, but it doesn't really need to be. The head's really nice and beautiful. The color is absolutely gorgeous because of the beets. Just really beautiful beer. In terms of aroma, there's a really cool mix of kind of this funky saisons. You know how you get that funky kind of smell out of a saison. Imagine that mixed with the kind of tartness and this beets kind of stuff. I didn't really smell it at first, but then or taste it, but as this beer warmed up a little bit, the beets kind of really came out more than just the color, and it mixed in really well with the aroma and made it super interesting. And the description on the label was right. Once you have your first sip, and I didn't really think it was unlike something I'd never tasted before until it warmed up. Once it warmed up, then I was like, wow, this is the beets kind of really came out, and it was really damn good. The flavor. Yeah, it's a mix of funky, sour, and I also got some strawberry and pear. And so I think one of the things about this beer that makes it super drinkable, which is good since we're in a session contest, is the fact that it tastes kind of like it reminds me of drinking a cider. So I was getting a little bit of pear. I couldn't decide whether it was pear or like Granny Smith apple because of the tartness. And a little bit of strawberry, kind of the acidic in a strawberry, and that backed with again the carbonation and it really worked. So flavor was really nice. Mouthfeel is perfect, spot on carbonation. It wasn't too watery, it wasn't too thick. A little bit foamy, which would make it a little bit harder to pound too many, which probably shouldn't be pounding these anyway. But really good job there. Overall impressions, I love the drinkability of this beer. I love the drinkability. I love the difference in the color. I love the aroma. I love the flavor. Really well, well brewed beer. Good job. Kudos to the brewer. This was a really nice beer. I don't wish I had another 6-pack of it because I'm not a Gose person, but folks that really like the sour beer, if I like sour beers, I'd be tearing this thing up because it was really drinkable for me, and I'm not particularly a Gose fan, so I consider that a pretty good endorsement. So anyway, enough on this beer. Good job to the brewer. Good luck in the competition. Cheers.